Get that out of the way first.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Welcome on into another Monday Live with the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
Not Matt.
I'm smiling from ear to ear because this Monday night we're going to be going over Laphroaig and their Cairdeas releases. We have in front of us a lot of them. We don't have all of them, but we have in front of us a lot of Laphroaig Cairdeas releases. And Matt has also put together some of the things that they were finished in.
Yes, I've never seen a show that shows you, a finishing series on it. It's like, well, here's the cartridges. You might see one or two, and we've got 6 of them tonight. Then I put together all the ones they're finished in, because that's just the kind of cool shit we do around here. Because, we have these bottles that Eric brought over. So we had Eric and then Jason and Eric wait on. And so I was like, hey, let's put these to good use. So we're going to have all of them together, and we need to drink some whiskey. So we're going to just jump right on in because we need some. So this is the 2016 Cairdeas, finished in Madeira, which I got lucky and I found at the back of a goody in probably like 2018 or so. I'm like, what's that red Laphroaig down there? They're like, oh, that's 2016. Of course, in 2020, nobody gave a shit about Laphroaig Cairdeas unless you were a super nerd like me. So what I do, and I was very excited to find this Madeira cask. It took a long time to actually open it, but as you can see, I've also now shared it with a few people, so I'm very excited. I don't think I've ever given this one, to be honest, Will.
I don't know that I've ever tasted this one before.
We need to review some of these older cartridges as well. All right. Let's see here.
Should we go ahead and pour the finish along with
Sure. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's do that. I like that plan. So, like I said, it's finished in Madeira. It is at 51.6%, which is very nice. And if anybody doesn't know, hasn't ever seen any of the Laphroaig Cairdeas series, it's the Friends of Laphroaig is what it basically means, is what Cairdeas means. And every year since 1994, they've put out a release of it. And so, like I said, this is 2016. That's the oldest one I've got. So if anybody has older ones, we'd love to try them. We can always make some swaps of things. If you guys have some older ones, we'd love to try them. So I'm going to pour some of this Malmsey Madeira. So,
The Madeira smells wonderful.
From Blandies. Oh, yes. So,
should probably say hi to the chat, too.
We should. I'm going to grab that off my phone.
Brett's here. We got Storytime, Scott Moody, Aaron, hello, Spencer Mav, Donna Pass. Let's see.
Bill's in there. Bill. Andy, James, and see Bourbon. You can check out Bourbon's channel. Check out his channel as well. There's Mike B. Good to see you guys. All right. Is this where I can for flavors of Band-Aids and hate? Yes, you did, Ben. You came to the right place. That's called the flavors of goodness, as me and Will like to call them. That's what made me fall in love with single malt Scotch was Laphroaig. So this is just near and dear to my heart. This
Mike B. Hello, Mike B. Hello, James Morgan.
We have a
welcome in. Hello, Eric. Commercial. How you doing today, buddy?
Hey, Eric, how's it going? Oh, yes. Plus, the other great thing I like about Cairdeas, which is the cool thing about Oklahoma, is in Oklahoma, these are still $80 to $90. Where here, they're $125, $130. It's like, I'll continue to get them from Oklahoma. Thankfully, like I said, the last release my brother's wife picked up, she found it fantastic for her. So, like, the last 3 or 4 have actually come from Oklahoma because it's so much cheaper there to get them. Oh, it smells so good.
It does. It's so rich and deep.
Gosh.
It's all of the Laphroaig. It's all of the Laphroaig iodine Band-Aid notes.
Mm-hmm.
But there is just a hint of the sweetness kind of going back and forth in there. It's not anywhere near as sweet as the Madeira is on its own. But it's fun being able to smell them. But it's fun being able to smell them back to back because it really does.
It helps. Yeah, we learned that a lot on that other one we do with all the sherries and finishes. Yeah, if you guys have a chance to watch that episode, it's like 2.5 hours, but it's extremely informative because Eric Waite's on there and explains a lot of these things. So go check that out and check out Eric Waite's stuff. He's got a lot of cool things about all these different sherries and finishes we're doing. So he's all that. Hey, yo, Jimbo, good to see you. Yes, Mike, that is a beautiful kitty. That is a Weasley.
Yeah, I bought the PX. I'm really happy I did.
And that PX was last year's Scotch of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It was fabulous.
I tell you what, Matt, Warehouse 1 is competing for this year's Scotch of the Year for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's some compass boxes that got released this year that I'm looking forward to trying.
Absolutely. Yes, we have several of those we need to get to. I got some stuff up with Larry too that we have to eventually get brought down here. There's some really cool stuff I got up there with him, which I'm very excited to try. What I'm really excited for is Gold Spot whenever we can find one of those. And I saw Jason release the Gold Spot today. I'm hoping it's better than Blue Spot, because for me personally, Blue Spot was disappointing.
Yeah, so, ditto.
But as we know with Irish, sometimes it takes a while to open up, and I'm hoping maybe in a year or two they'll open up. But so far, still not my favorite of the. Still like the Chateau Montelena and the Louisville Barton much better.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such good shit. Plus, as you can see, Sarah's not with us. Unfortunately, she is sick this evening. So we decided to do things Sarah hates to drink anyway. So it works out just fine for me.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh, don't worry, Mike B. I've already very old one of those in here. I put a 2015 10-year cash in here for Will that Will's never had before. So that's also in this lineup that I put at the end just because it'd be fun. Because whereas one doesn't have a finish, but I decided we needed something else to go with it. So I seemed like a good choice.
Nice. The Madeira mat is really fantastic.
It's quite good.
I think the Madeira's actually opened up. I think it's actually gotten a little bit softer. It's not as harsh as it was, I think, when we did it on wine night. Yeah,
a lot of these things have opened up nicely because all of them were fresh opens when we dried them, like within maybe a week or so when we tried them. Then so, if that. That's delicious.
Oh, it's so good. And it's really great with that as an accent.
Mm-hmm.
Going back and forth between the two is really fun on the palate.
Absolutely.
Oranges and gingers. Why they finished it in this.
Oh, really, Bill? Ooh, you'll have to let me know where you're finding those at, because I really want to try those Bushmills Causeway series. Yes, speaking of Bushmills, we'll be having their national ambassador on in the near future. And Teeling, finally today, has decided we're going to do a couple different things with Teeling. So the first thing we're going to do is around, I think, October 10th. We're going to be doing, people will be able to come pick up samples from here. And kind of like we're doing with like Westland and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll have the samples, and you guys can come and pick them up and try them and all that good stuff along with us. So that should be fun. And then the local rep will be here for that night. So that'll be fun. I've already tried to release. We got to go up to the Teeling, up to the Snug up in at the Kelt up there in McKinney. It's really, really good. It's a Chickapin release oak, and it's really, really good. So that'll be a fun one for everybody to try. Here about a month or so, we'll have them on. And Killoween's been in contact, so we're gonna have them on soon. So we're gonna have a lot of Irish soon. That's who's been in contact. That's who wants to do shit. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not gonna say no to good Irish whiskey, because I think we're all big fans here of Irish whiskey, and Irish whiskey is only getting better. So that's the other cool thing about this. I know we're going to probably have an Amrut event sometime soon as well. So there's going to be a lot of really cool, mostly focusing on Irish and single malts for the near future, which I'm totally fine with. Oh, you have a Macchiato cask in 2014? Holy shit. Wow. I never had one that old. That's awesome, Yojimbo. That's really, really cool.
I've never even seen a 13 Portwood.
Yeah, me neither. I never tried the 14 or the 13. That's cool. Yeah, the 16s, that's the oldest one I've ever tried. The only person who might have this might be Liquor Hound. I'll have to ask Chris what he's got. Oh, you went through all the spots? I haven't had a chance to watch the video yet today. I've been a very busy day.
Well, we're starting off great, Matt.
They only get, these are all really good whiskeys. Not a bad one in here. Hey, Emily, good to see you. All right, I'll put a little bit over here so we can make a blend of this in the evening later on. All right. So that was fun there with the Madeira. Hey, Galen, good to see you. Speaking of, I assume that we'll be seeing a lot of you down at the Bastards Ball here, and Scarely is like 3 weeks away, which, kind of jumped up upon us. So, yeah, it's like, oh, that's coming right up. So the weird thing this year is I still don't know. We're still kind of planning the whole party thing because we're kind of spread out all over the place because of La Quinta's ridiculous pricing. Most of us aren't staying there this year, so I don't really know what the plan is at the moment. I know Brian's coming down with our barbecue, so we're definitely having the barbecue. It may still be at La Quinta on Saturday night as far as that all goes, but we're trying to figure out. We're also might be planning something with Ben's stall, so we're trying to figure that all out. But we'll let you guys know as soon as I have an answer what that's all going on. But don't worry, barbecue will be somewhere you can get the best barbecue you've ever had. All right, so this is the 2017. This is the cartridge here. This is the Quarter Cask Cask Strength, which is very nice. And so then, of course, I sent you also Quarter Cask. And this is 57.2%. So very nice. And then the regular Quarter Cask comes in at 48%. So this should be a fun little comparison. I've never compared the two of these, so this should be actually quite fun to do.
Yeah.
Or both of these side by side.
I was expecting one to be a wine, so I put it in a little bit of a different glass. I'm almost sad that I did that now. Here, put them both in a little tiny
one.
Yep,
it's finishing Quarter Cask, so when they're finished in one, gosh to have it. We are going to bring Flat Roy to meet 3D Roy. We certainly are. Will has already decided that. We've already talked about that, so yes. Oh, I know, Andy. I look at that bottle all the time. That is saved for a very special occasion. But don't worry, Andy. When it gets open, you'll get some. It's all good.
Is that occasion coming up soon, Matt?
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I have some other really spectacular bottles that are saved as well that are just, the right day, right time has to come. The right people. All that good things. So we're pouring the Quarter Cask with the Quarter Cask Cask Strength, and let's see what we think.
Well, I just to be honest, I actually like the nose on the Quarter Cask more than the Cairdeas.
Interesting. Huh. Okay.
To me,
it's actually a little more muted, surprisingly, on that Cairdeas.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know if the proof is just burying some of the smells somehow, because that's not usually the way it works. Normally, it's the other. The higher the proof, the more smells you're getting. But to me, the Cairdeas smells muted in comparison to the triple wood.
Ah, yes. Andy is giving us some pie again here. Cairdeas equals committee relation. You are correct, Andy. Thank you very much.
Cairdeas is above.
Oh, that's true too. Good point.
Honestly,
thank you very much, and I totally agree. But yeah, it's lately been significantly better. Oh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
And that's the thing, too, anybody, which I think we've said this before, you don't have to have a ticket to the Bastards Ball to attend any of the events that are down there. You just have to show up.
Besides the Bastards Ball.
Besides the Bastards Ball. You do, yeah, but you don't have to have a ticket to that in order to get to the rest of our events.
There are plenty of things happening down there that weekend that don't involve the Bastards Ball, that do involve the whiskey community, that you would still be a part of.
Exactly. Yeah, you can certainly go to, Eric Waite says he will be filming at 5 p.m. on Friday from the Crowded Barrel. So if anyone wants to go see Eric Waite for his event, that'll be over there that night. I know prior to that, we're doing a Whiskey Tuber event prior to that. And I think after that, we got another thing going on with Whiskey Tubers. And then later that evening, of course, there'll be stuff at the hotel. And then the Bastards Ball will be the next day. And then, of course, the huge event after the Bastards Ball will be happening. I know Chad and Sarah have their event as well over at, usually it's at Nickel City, and I'm not sure what day or time that is yet, but they usually have one of that. We usually go to that. It's usually fun too. It's a really good, very fair price whiskey bar there in Austin.
Oh, come on. No. Okay. So the palate is absolutely fucking flipped. The Quarter Cask tastes muted and thin and almost watery. And then you sip on the Cairdeas and it's like explosion of fucking flavor, and it is all up in your face. I love it.
Oh yeah, that's funny. They're both really good. But yeah, the Cairdeas is way better. You're right. It's thin and watery, comparably speaking.
What's funny is I actually got kind of thin and kind of watery just on the initial pass before I tasted the Cairdeas, which is odd. I don't typically find that in Laphroaig, but
Burbet, that sucks, dude. World surgery instead of coming down. That does not sound like a pleasant trade-off. No. Roy's doing a B pub before the ball. That sounds about right for Roy, so that'll be good. We won't be down there till Friday. So,
that's still very, very tasty.
Well, Bill, you're always welcome to come down here. We have other things coming up very soon, so it's all good. What's the dog? What is that? It's got to be the dog.
It's the dog. He's over there scratching. I can mute. Sorry.
It's fine. I couldn't figure out where the hell the noise was coming from, but it's the dog. Very cool. So we'll have lots of fun people. I know Bill, the Whiskey Dick, will be down there. It's Bourbon Night. I think Bourbon Blind, Mash and Drum. Obviously, could be Eric, Eric Waite, Whiskey Studies, Kilco will be there, Co-op.
Nice.
I'm trying to think who else is going to be there. Leanne from Scotch in the Bayou will be there.
Nice.
I don't know if Scott from Scotch's Dummies will be there. I don't know of anybody else at the moment. If I left somebody else knows, let me know. If there's someone else that you know that's coming, because if otherwise I'm not in contact with them currently, so it'll be good so I could make sure that they're on the list of things we're doing.
Jason coming this year?
Yeah, Jason will be there this year. No, I'm waiting back to hear from the distillery that we're supposed to be going to, because my 2 contacts there apparently don't longer work there. So they gave me 2 new people that work there, and I'm waiting for them to freaking respond. So I'm like, this is really irritating. If that doesn't work out, I have another plan of another distillery as a backup if need be. So
we'll go to Andalusia if nothing else.
If worse comes to worse, you're right. We'll just go to. It's 45 minutes away, but we'll live. We'll just go to Andalusia and have a great time. It'll be fine.
That's right.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, Eric. Yeah, the knee surgery is really more important though. To be honest, I mean, having your knees work is super important. So I'd go with that. Andy, I talked to Dan the other day. I don't think so. I think he said he's on a business trip. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? Good to see you.
How you doing, Jeffrey?
So yeah, they're out of town things when I talked to Dan.
They have in the past. I don't know. Are the Junkies going this year?
Like I said, I talked to Dan the other day, so I don't think so.
Okay.
He said they're out of town or something. They got something else already going on. Finally got my group preference picked. Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Awesome. Very cool.
Sounds delicious.
It does sound good.
Did I sample you out some of the Revenant Oak that I got that's finished down there?
I don't think so.
I'll bring you some next week.
I'm sure you'll get me some at some point.
Oh, I might need another bottle of it. It's tasty, tasty stuff.
Well, see, there you go then. All right. You ready to move on? Well, so this is the one sad thing. I don't have a triple wood because we borrowed my brother's because there was a bottle available. I went to get the bottle, and I was like, oh, I'll pick it up in a second. And then I forgot about it. Came back the next day, and they're like, oh, there's 2 in the system. And they couldn't find them in the store, and then they were just gone. So I never, unfortunately, was able to get a bottle. But we did get to review it to borrow my brother's bottle. So we only have the regular triple wood. We're sorry. So this one is for Will. This is 7F,
okay, by
the way. So pick that one up. So this is an old triple wood, too. You can tell by the colors of it. That's one of the older bottles of triple wood. But it really basically has never been almost touched ever, so that's even better. All right. No, Donner Pass. Chris does not, but I will see Chris on Saturday, so that will be fun. That's not Chris's scene at all. Chris is very quiet in real life, so that's not his thing to do. He likes small group things, not big group things. I like it when we take Chris with us to different things. He just sits in the corner and does his thing. And nobody realizes, there's a freaking whiskey genius over here. And
nobody pays any attention to him. It's so great. We're just trying to... suck up, you punk. We're over there sucking up all the attention. Weasley's over here knocking the bacon off. He's like, it's time.
He's like, give me my damn bacon. Come on, give me bacon.
You know what? Let me finish this whiskey, or at least taste this whiskey, and then I will open up the bacon.
Oh, I do like Pengri. I have some Mayor Pengri as well that... when Bourbon Insane used to be around, he gave me some.
I have not been told this information yet. I told them that I was available to work if need be. Otherwise, I'll take vacation days if not. So, if they need me to help man the booth, then that's where I'll be, man in the booth. If not, I won't be. It's completely up to the distillery. I'm there if I need to be.
Speaking of the work for distilleries, the Galladays have moved to Denison to work at the distillery.
I am so happy about that.
So cool. So speaking of that, Josh is going to come on the show, and we're going to follow through the evolution, bro. We wanted to wait till Josh would just be here in person, so we'll get Josh and Robert on with us, and that'll be awesome to have them in person to do the show. So we thought would be more fun.
I hope I still have some of that one.
You better, because you'll have the only bottle 3 left, and we left it with you. If you need to bring it over here so it doesn't get drank, you best do it.
I haven't touched it. I've been good.
Okay, good. Just I'm going to beat you if you drink that bottle. There's certain things he cannot be trusted with good, nice things. So Andy wants to know is what wine finishes that aren't happening would you like to see used for cartridges or just in general? I could see some
well, I tell you what, after tasting Warehouse 1, I want to see more things released that have not been finished but are just heck bourbon barrels. God, I cannot stop raving about Warehouse 1. It was such a fucking tasty release from Laphroaig, and without those fruit notes, there's just something fun about that fucking whiskey. So,
yeah, absolutely, man. Jeffrey Wack, you got the 13-year Bear Pengri. Nice, that's some good shit.
I told you, give me a second. I'm about to open it. Calm it down.
Man, he's like, give me some fucking bacon. I've never seen him so determined to get the bacon tonight.
Well, you can't see Tonk. She's slightly off screen, but she's literally right here.
Ready to pounce. That's funny.
Where are you at? Come on screen. There you are.
No, okay. She's right there.
And they're both staring at the bacon container.
Just give the poor kitties their bacon. They're like, come on, this is not fair. Give me the bacon. And I'm sure Will have bacon for you at the Bastard's Ball so you can taste his amazing bacon. It's very important.
Don't guarantee that. Bacon prices have gone up.
Oh, maybe not. You have to pay for bacon this time.
Will probably have pocket bacon, but I don't know that he's going to supply everybody with bacon this year.
Well, no, that would be insane. I didn't expect that at all. That'd be craziness.
Well, I came down with 13 pounds of bacon last year.
Holy shit. I don't know if you brought that much with you. Yeah, that would cost a fortune this year.
It's
like $100 for that.
It's literally tripled in price for bacon.
Yeah, no. Sorry, guys. You have to just go up and ask.
Anybody owns one of those helicopters, I could go up and hunt some hogs.
There you go.
But I don't know if I'd go up in a helicopter.
I don't know. I'm sure it'd be fine. All right, let's move on to the 2018. Ooh, all right, so this is the Fino Cask 2018, and this is 51.8. All right.
This is 3 and 3F?
Yes. All right. So that's that pretty light yellow label on this one.
Yeah. I remember that one. What was this, 2018 you said?
Yeah, it's 2018, the Fino Cask.
And then what type of Fino are we pouring to go along with this?
We are pouring this Fino Don Benicio. This is the Fino we're pouring to go with it.
All right.
All right.
And Fino is a specific type of sherry, as we learned.
Ooh, very nice there. There you go. It's exactly how it works here, Jimbo. Exactly.
Oh, come on. Give me the bacon.
I appreciate Yojimbo lately has been putting whatever number he comments on things, so it's great. It's hilariously funny. He's like, I'm 9th or I'm 13th today. It's very funny. I like it, but it also helps the algorithm, so keep doing it.
That's right.
Awesome. And share with your friends. Hey, should everybody like the Irish drain pour that I made? Apparently that did really well. It's pretty funny. I hope everyone enjoyed the disgusting grit that none of us were drinking that went down the drain. It's rather hilarious. If you haven't checked out that 30-second little short, you should go check it out. It's pretty funny.
Hold on.
So it's funny. It's like they go up and down every year. It's like high proof, low proof, high proof, low proof. With like 51 to the 57s. It's bizarre they keep doing that. 52 back to like 57, 58. I don't know why. If it's just there's a reason the manager just works out to be that way. Number of likes 12. Thanks, Jojimbo.
Ooh, that sherry smells lovely.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Weasel?
Oh, it does smell good. Yeah. I've never, like I said, this is one of the things I've always wanted to do, and we got a chance to do it. Now we're doing it with peated. And we'll do more of these because these are fun to finally go in and taste what they were thinking as the master distiller or the master blender, whoever's putting it together distiller to do all this. Fino with food that swims. I bet that is good.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is it's hard to find restaurants that carry things like a Fino to have with something like that.
Yeah, it really is.
That's the problem is it's really, but I understand too from a bars for a restaurant is like, who orders Fino besides someone like us? No one.
Nobody.
Unless it's just what you're known for, it's not going to happen. The only good news is the bottle basically is good forever, so it's also not that big a deal.
Yeah. I might be able to get somebody like a Fish City Grill over in South Lake. Bo, the guy that runs Fish City Grill in South Lake, he has a really fantastic whiskey selection. He's got like 101 whiskeys up there.
Nice.
But he's all about pairing things with the fish. So I might be able to get him to bring on a Fino if I could find one that was really good.
There you go. That's probably true, Eric. It's a batch blend. Older stuff is always lower. That's true, generally speaking. Oh, that smells lovely together.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Oh. And on its own, the Fino Finish Cairdeas is very muted in the way of peat in comparison to everything we've gone with so far.
The Fino definitely is taking some of the peat out of it, but it also could be an older one too, which we don't know how old any of these are.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Excuse me. I was looking at some of the old Cairdeas releases were age stated, but it's been quite some time. I would love to have the Laphroaig Finish in a tequila barrel. That sounds amazing. Hey, we love that. I would like to. Ooh, we should make a peated Balcones in a tequila barrel. That sounds really good.
Yes.
Oh no, there's a dump glass over here. These are all going into the dump, Eric. It's all good. We'll have a beautiful blend when we're done.
That's right. Oh, come on.
Oh, so good.
So the peat is absolutely more present on the palate than it is on the nose, but it's still, to me, I feel like it's muted in comparison to
the rest. I'd agree.
To 2 and 1 that we've already had.
I would certainly agree on that. But either way, still a really nice whiskey. Just more atypical for Laphroaig, I would say.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a lot of the iodine and band-aids the rest really generally have.
This
it's
is like,
there,
this
but
is
it's
like
not the
Laphroaig
punch in the
Select.
face.
If Laphroaig Select actually got dialed up to cask strength.
Yeah.
But it's like that. It's like that Laphroaig light type styling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very nice. It's a good choice there, Donna Pass. Definitely do that. It will enhance your whiskey tasting experience for sure. Okay, so this Yo Jimbo. Okay, the Fino dry is very compatible with the relative dryness of Laphroaig. Yes, there's for sure, Rich Cole, absolutely. And then Yo Jimbo says they've been going up 0.1 ABV every year of the Cairdeas lineup, and then they've been starting with 8-year Laphroaig. Okay, good to know. Thank you very much. That answers that question. Yeah, that was when the original ones were coming out, were age stated. Makes sense.
I like the Fino too.
No, it's good. I like both the Fino and the. In fact, like we said, each of these wines has actually improved since we opened them a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I actually think so.
Significantly better.
Yeah, they've mellowed. They've lost some of the alcohol ding,
which is good because now the flavor's just really rich and nice.
Right. Because the alcohol is so low on them that it was surprising how much the alcohol was actually there. It was actually kind of sharp.
Yeah, they smell really nice now.
This is a fun one.
I like that Fino a lot too. It's a good Fino.
Yeah.
Do I have any 16-year left to compare to warehouse one as they are both first? Yes, I do still have 16 left. Absolutely. In a box over there.
Hidden from yourself?
Yeah, I found it the other day. I couldn't know where the hell it went. I hadn't seen it in a long time. I was like, oh, here it is. Cool.
You have secret treasures like that in boxes all over the place, don't you, Matt?
Pretty much.
I really need to get over there and film that video.
My
what secrets can I find in the
disastrous mess of whiskey boxes? Yes.
I've got to get it on film before it changes finally.
Yes. it's a mess.
It's a mess, but it's okay. It's your mess, and it's a very fun fucking mess.
That's true. It is true.
I've described it to people as like the best episode of Hoarders you're ever going to see.
Not wrong.
You know what I mean, though? It's just like if a hoarder actually fixated, this is what it would look like.
Yeah.
If it wasn't trash, if it wasn't, the random things that just get kept.
That's right. James, exactly. You haven't tried it, though, but I'll hide a few around. Exactly. All right, so we're going to move on. So like I said, we don't have that 2019, unfortunately, that triple wood for. But we do have, after that, we have the 2020. This is the port and wine cartridge. This is 52%. So this is that one. And this lovely little pink. So this is so they changed over to these little bands now, whereas all the other previous ones had that color at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting what they've gone.
And now
to.
The color on the top doesn't match the band.
Yeah, that's true too. So yeah. Today is not the day. You are correct, Dustin. If you gotta check out Dustin's channel, check out his as well.
As you see in the picture there, that he doesn't.
Occasionally, a bottle does get killed, but it is a rather rare occasion. I'm trying to think what's the last thing I finished. I think it was Aberfeldy 12. I think I finished because I think we were making old fashions with it. That's what happened to it. So it died. I have another bottle Aberfeldy 12 somewhere around here. I just don't know where it is at the moment. So I have to find it.
So what did you give me for the finishing on this one? If it's
all right, so this is since this is ruby, so this is a ruby port. So I gave you a ruby port, a Sandman Founder's Reserve for the ruby port there, and then I also gave you. Now, who knows? Obviously, what red wine it is. I just chose something that I thought would be, this is not a great wine by any means, but I chose a California Malbec because I thought it was a red wine that would be. I thought might be fun with Laphroaig, so why not?
Fair enough.
It's not my best wine by any means, but it was available. It's the first thing I grabbed when I was running out the door because I needed to go to karate with the kids. So that's what we got. I figured it'll do for today.
Oh, when did you open up this Malbec?
I don't know. It's been vac sealed. It's barefoot. It's $5. It's not good. I know. It's fine. For this purposes, it's fine. So I didn't care. Plus, I'm going to mix it in a second anyway.
Oh, okay. Now the first one smells good still.
Oh yeah, of course it does because it's a ruby port.
It's fortified.
Yeah, whereas the other stuff is just shitty wine. And it's not great wine to begin with. And no, it does not smell great. It smells like bare feet. Oh wait, that's what's called barefoot.
No, to me it smells like it's got some of the what is that note? It smells like wet cardboard almost. To me, it just smells like it's been oxidized.
Oh, it probably has.
Too much oxygen to it.
It's probably opened like a week or two ago. It's fine. I don't give a shit with cheap red wines. I drink it with TV. It's fine.
I drink it with TV.
Then I usually finish the bottle, but I didn't finish this one. The problem is I open the damn thing and drink the whole thing. That's the problem.
Right. That was my issue with wine too.
Yes. So I try not to open many bottles anymore because I just finished them.
I tend not to open up bottles of wine unless I'm drinking it with somebody.
Yes, which I found out was a better choice.
Yeah, me too. Just because I'm much more apt to drink 2 glasses of wine than I am 4. But what are you going to do with those extra 2 glasses? So
I know that's the problem. Yeah, for me, this is not it's an okay release. It's not my favorite release of the cartridge, to be honest. It's okay.
To me, this one smells the sweetest so far.
Yeah, it's just the other ones are just that much better.
To me, this one, I can smell the Fino specific, or not. Sorry, I can smell the sherry specifically on this one.
Yes. Yeah, because it was a bourbon cask. So they took the sherry cask and the bourbon cask, put them together, and finished them together in a red wine cask.
Interesting.
Oh, I will at some point, Dustin. It just won't be today.
You want to smell?
I'll probably watch some TV and finish it because it sucks.
So, do you watch crappy TV when you're drinking crappy wine?
Maybe. I don't know. It's a good question.
Sure.
Usually I drink good wine. I don't even know why the hell this one was open. I don't remember why I even opened this bottle, to be honest. I think I was in a pissed off mood, so I figured I'd drink something crappy when I opened this. So, No, usually I drink really good shit, and that's what I drink on a regular basis for wine. That's just not one of them. I think I was also trying to get rid of any of my more shittier bottles of wine just to get rid of them. Yeah, so I don't have them in my house anymore.
I had to clear out some of my crappy shit just because I needed room for some of the nicer things.
I don't like any more of them because I've become a spoiled bastard and I buy all my wine from wineries. So, yeah, I just become way too much of a snob on fucking wine.
Oh, see, I got you beat on that one. I got this job with Andalusia, and now I get a discount at one of the liquor stores that I go to. They give me the employee discount on wine.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so I get 50% off wine bottles. It's kind of stupid.
Holy shit. Well, I guess if I need really good wine, I guess I'm coming to you.
Yeah, you just tell me what you need, and I'll go pick it up for you.
Yeah, if we need any like weird finishes, I guess we know where to go.
Yeah.
No, I usually like Malbec, but yeah, Barefoot is not a good Malbec by any means. And usually I get Malbec that's from Argentina, not fucking California.
I was going to say, I've enjoyed the hell out of some Argentina.
Yeah, I like Argentina Malbecs, not Californians.
Yeah.
I was really hoping when I opened it up that it was Argentina. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, this is California. No wonder it sucks.
Most American wines to me are a little bit on the juicy, sugar forward side.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a huge
You have to get pretty damn expensive in American wine to get, the flavors that I enjoy versus in Argentina, man, you can buy some epic wines for like $15. It's
I like Cab Francs are probably one of my favorite types of wines.
I love Cab Francs.
Really like. There's one. Have you had the one from Bull Lion up there in Grapevine?
No.
It's amazing. It's probably one of the best Cab Francs I've ever had. It's like $65 a bottle. I have it on sale for $65. It's not. I think it's usually like $100. But I was like, yeah, for $65, it's totally worth it. It's worth it at $100. It's fantastic wine. I understand that. Yeah, some people wine does not agree. I think this wine does not agree with Sarah, so she does not like that either.
No, which is partially the reason I stopped down my path of becoming a wine sommelier. I got my level 1 certification. I had every intention of getting level 2 and level 3 and really going for it, but my wife doesn't enjoy wine with me, so it's very hard to justify.
Yeah, and Stephanie, what's funny is she loves peated scotch, but she only drinks like super sweet wine. It's hilarious. It's like
that is funny.
They don't have. It's like how, but it's like she likes like a chocolate rose or like a super sweet red or like a Moscato or something. Which I like those too. I don't have any problem with any of those. I do like those.
That's
but it's
funny.
Like, how do you not like? It's such a weird thing for her. I added some port to this red wine to fix it. Yeah, that's probably true.
I think more than the sulfates, it's the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what people don't understand is that any sugar plus alcohol really wrecks your system in ways that just drinking alcohol doesn't. When I cut sugar out of my diet and just drank the alcohol with very little to no sugar in these types of things,
I feel better in general. Not especially like cocktails. No, bad news. Too much sugar.
Instant
heartburn tequila sucks. Not good. Yeah, I did find out good tequila is actually good. Shockingly, because Galen was here last time. Him and Flo brought I think, oh my gosh, they brought like 20 different tequilas with them.
Nice.
And they did a tequila tasting. They were all really good.
Yeah, I've had some epic tequilas.
It's like, oh, tequila can be amazing. I was like, oh, good. I don't need any more. I don't need tequila in my life, though. I don't need any more damn expensive ass hobbies.
No kidding, right? Like I've had some tequila finished in red wine casks that was just, man, I'll pay $100 for that bottle every day. It is so good. It's called Dulce Vita. Mirage has a bottle of it. It's fucking delicious 5-year-old tequila.
Very nice.
This one is very fun, Matt.
No matter what, tequilas are hard. Okay, well, I guess no tequila for you.
No, seriously,
I do say I fixed the red wine with some of this ruby port. It made it much better. And actually,
Yeah.
when I combined the two of them, which is what I wanted to do anyway, it comes out better in the scotch now. Compare it if you pour them together, it really makes it pop in the scotch.
I got a little bit of the wine left in there. Yeah, it's just a drop or two. I had a fear that my wine had turned to vinegar.
It's just not good wine. That's the problem. It's like $5 wine. There's a reason it's crappy because it's $5. Hey Eric, how's it going? Good to see you. And Eric is the proud man who brought us these amazing wines. He did not bring the Coffee Barefoot. That's my shitty bottle. So he only gave us good shit.
Eric is not responsible for Barefoot.
No, that's probably. I think that's God willing the last Barefoot in this house. Distill it until if it turned into vinegar. That's right, Alpha Crown. Exactly.
Oh, so tasty.
Oh, absolutely, John. Our pass. Yeah, scotch and lots of water. It's so much better on you. Like I don't ever feel sick from drinking lots of whiskey, but yeah, if I drink any a bunch of mixed drinks or a bunch of wine or a bunch of beer, no, there's too much damn sugar in it. It just makes me feel like crap.
Yep.
So
I wake up with hangovers.
Oh, the hangovers. Awful.
Yeah, the only time I've ever gotten a hangover off of whiskey was when we did.
It wasn't even a hangover. It was just a horrible headache that was even on before the show ended. That old terrible.
I wouldn't even call that a hangover, right? Because that hit well before
during the show. It was awful.
Yeah, it wasn't like the next morning. It was just awful.
It was
instantly.
bad.
I don't know what the fuck we drank out of that mix. That was that. But man,
too many heads and too many faints. That's what happened.
That's exactly what it tasted like.
It was bad.
Gross.
It was not good. No, that's the blend. I won't drink that yet. Some water in these, and then we'll go over to one of my favorites, last year's single malt of the year, the PX, which I do love.
We're already on to what we got 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. All right.
Yeah, I figure we keep moving this sucker along.
Fair enough.
All right. That was delicious. All right. So let's see here. We have the Cairdeas PX Cask Strength.
So wait a minute. This was last year's.
Yeah. What do you got left?
Warehouse 1 from this year. What's 6?
This should be 6. No, wait. No, 6 should be Warehouse 1. This should be 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should be 5.
That's what I thought I was on.
Yeah, you're on 5.
Okay. So you just gave me an extra warehouse?
Yeah. Because you got the Warehouse is 6, and then 7F was that triple because I filled it later. So This is that one. This is the PX. Is 58.9, so very nice high proof.
Yeah. I brought mine out. I want to know how much I've drank of mine. You can see Matt's bottle, how much he's drank of his.
I guarantee you Will's drank more. There's no way in hell Will's drank more. Yes, he drank more.
Yeah.
And the only reason...
Not by a lot, surprisingly.
And the only reason it's this low is because 2 of those ounces went to Will. Oh, it's definitely more. And I gave him more tonight because I didn't realize he had a bottle. So it's all good. I said to him, I said, "Oh, you're gonna cry because you got more? I'm sure you're not. Sure, it'll be fine." Because I had the same thing at the warehouse. One, I forgot he had let me that left. I was like, I guess you get more. All good. All right. See, the thing is, I like what this is like. There's a pink hue to this one. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but it does have a pink hue to it.
Yeah.
On the PX, and then we're gonna drink this beautiful PX along with it. So
and it is dark.
And it's super dark, as you guys can see from the bottle. Which PX is probably my favorite type of sherry, so it's all good. Oh, it's so oily and dark. It's beautiful. What, kid?
Sarah has had a stomach issue for like the past 3 days, and it's finally starting to subside. But She's missed quite a few things, missed some days of work and all sorts of stuff. She's on the mend, thank goodness, but she's been suffering from some stomach issues. Yeah, I would love for her to just be in here smelling this, but at the same time, I'd just be hearing about how horrible it smells.
Ugh. Oh, Yo Jimbo, some Taka from a glass bottle. That must cost at least $3. Yeah, pretty much. You're right. PX is pretty much syrup. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Oh, it's so sweet too. PX is probably my least favorite of the sherries.
Yeah, because you don't like the sweetness of it, whereas I think it's fabulous.
Yeah.
Peat phobia? Yes, it's exactly what Sarah has. Peat phobia.
I think we should explain what being a crusader really is to Sarah again, because I don't think she understands. I'm just saying, like. So what I'm talking about is in the knights in the round table, right? They sat at a round table because they were equal, and when they were looking for the Holy Grail, or the most important item, essentially, they all set out into the forest, into the place of the forest that looked darkest to them. And what that's there to symbolize is that you have to explore the things that you know the least about. You have to explore the area in which you don't know in order to find what you're looking for. So, I explore the sweet. I explore these things that are way too sweet, what I think are way too sweet for my palate. I want them anyway. I want to taste them. I want to experience them. I want to, have that as part of my life, because I think it's important to, go down the path of what you least enjoy.
And occasionally we find out sometimes he likes things.
Which
is nice. And he would never know if we hadn't forced him to drink it. You just never know.
That's right.
So, you get the number 10 of the, I need to find number 11. My favorite cologne bottles have been 8, 9, and 10. I think I have a number 5 I think it's number 5. I never opened it actually of that cologne 100% Isla bottle. I think they have several colognes that are not open. I don't know. Just never got around to it. Ever not from personal experience.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Yes, not to get confused with a guy named Pete. That's true. Suicide PX is over my tolerance. My max tolerance is cream sherry. Oh, then yeah, this would be definitely way past that. Yes, it is a good attitude.
Yeah, I know. I'm banking on the fact that she's not going to go back and rewatch this. Or that she's not in the bedroom right now watching it, just quietly.
I think she would have said something in the chat if she was at this point.
I would think so. Oh, see, there was much more to it than that. There was a little bit of that. Don't get me wrong, but there was much more to it than that.
Well, there was a different part. I mean, you're right. There was definitely some effed up stuff. Well, first you have to, go through lots of villages and rape and pillage. It's very important, apparently, on the way to the Holy Land. Very important. To the bathroom. Well, you sample what you want to sample in the bathroom. That's totally up to you, bud.
In the bedroom, he's going to take that mentality to the bedroom.
Oh, I thought he said the bathroom. I was like, oh, that's you do you. Okay, that sounds better. At least in the bedroom. Still, you do you.
Weasley, leave the bacon alone. I'll get more.
You let me know how Tara feels about that. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that I read that incorrectly, because that sounds really creepy. I don't want to know what goes on there.
Oh, come on. God, Matt, I still fucking love that PX finish on the cartridge.
It's a great bottle, but this PX is so good too with it. Oh, it just makes it better.
The PX on its own is just too sweet, but for some reason, when they added it to the sherry, when they added it to the whiskey, it didn't overly sweeten the whiskey at all. There's hints of it. There's little flecks of berries in the PX,
nice.
But it's still Laphroaig through and through, and it's just
totally. Yes, that's very creepy. Totally agree, Dustin. It's not good. Not good in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, good God, I love that. So I've made 2 blends here. I have my wine blend.
Oh yeah,
and I have my whiskey blend, and I'm trying to decide if I want to mix them or not.
I don't know. I'll try them probably on their own individually. Then I'll try the mix.
I like that plan.
My guess is the wine blend either is going to be really decent or just terrible.
Yeah, that's my thought too.
My guess it's probably going to be terrible. But we'll find out soon. Good. Well, yeah, it doesn't smell bad at all.
Yeah, it smells good.
Add that to it. Add that to it. We'll see how it all goes.
You know?
Add that to it. We shall see. All right. And on to this year's release that we've already reviewed, the Warehouse 1, which is delicious.
Which is epic in my book.
Oily peated distillate rich enough to take PX influence. Yeah, that's true. PX with heavily peated works very well. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And unpeated can easily be thickly sweet. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. That's probably very true. Hey, Rough Spirits, how's it going, Marshall? Good to see you. If you guys didn't check out Marshall here last week for National Rum Day, go back and watch it. He's an amazing expert on rum that we learned more about rum in the couple hours we had him on than I knew about rum ever prior in my entire life.
I've told multiple people about how much I learned about rum, and like I had no idea. I had no idea that I didn't know as much as I didn't know. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, for real. We knew nothing. We came to close. We just knew nothing about rum.
I thought this release was only ex-bourbon barrels.
It is.
So what are you giving me that's finished here?
Oh, that's just for fun because it wasn't finished or anything. I gave you that's 10-year cask strength Laphroaig from 2015.
Oh, well, that's fun
just because we wanted to have something else to drink. It has nothing to do with it being finished in jack shit. I just threw it in there because it'd be fun.
Well, all right then.
Because I didn't figure you'd be sad about having to drink some old Laphroaig.
No.
I did that because we're drinking it and we like it.
Oh, no. I lost a cap.
You lost a cap or a cat?
Cap.
Oh, cap, yes. Finding the cap would be good.
No, the cats don't leave the house. I'm not worried about losing them.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it. Okay, I got to go get it.
Ah, yes, the Tomatin Handfilled PX Exceptional. I did find in my inventory the other day a 27-year Tomatin, which I was very excited to have. I found they only made 1,800 bottles of it. So, yeah, someday I'll open that. That's one of the ones that's in my special shit. Hey, Richard, how's it going? Good to see you. You got to hang out with my buddy Pete this weekend, and Alex and Kristen were there. Pete went this weekend down to the Crowded Barrel and saw Richard hung out down there. And they even brought Chanel, which is their Pomeranian dog. And apparently Brianna really enjoyed the dog, so it's very cool. Ah, yes, this Warehouse 1.
Something tells me Brianna is easily amused.
Ah, yes, burnt out. Ah.
Are you?
That's not good. Considering it's about to be insanity in there in 3 weeks.
I was going to say, man. Is that
going to You might need a vacation before it, though. Oh, you burnt out for the golden? Yes. That's the man. Yeah, at least you had to drink into the shitty stuff you gave to the vault, Richard, because that stuff was pretty much, for the most part, garbage. The worst things the vault owns are because of Pete. But it was funny, so they had to drink all that crap.
Oh,
of course, we also drank all that crap because, I don't know, we were gluttons for punishment that night. It was terrible.
I drink what you tell me to because because we have nights like this and you give me glory. So I'll put up with bullshit. I'll put up with some bullshit. I'll drink some nasty.
It also serves sometimes a learning point too.
Well, that's so true.
I mean,
like last week, I didn't really enjoy half of what we were drinking, but I learned so goddamn much.
I learned a lot. It was fun.
It was insane. This, Matt, is like, this is so hard to compete with. I don't know that I like any of what we've had so far as much as I like this one.
It's quite good. I do really enjoy that. That's quite good. Quite good.
The nose on it is just fucking spectacular.
Yes, it is.
To me, this smells closer to like a 17, 19-year-old whiskey.
Yeah, I wish they would, I mean, obviously I don't know how old it is, but it's got to have older stuff in it, just the way it tastes. It has to. And they threw some, obviously, sure, young stuff in just because. But yeah, it's definitely got to be older for the most part.
Charcoal.
Yeah, I totally agree. Charcoal grill, salted fish. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's like it's a barbecued mermaid tail. It's delicious.
Oh, with a side of sea salt, right? Like just to shoot back. It's like oyster. It's like an oyster where you have that little bit of seawater that comes along with the oyster.
We need to get like a really nice restaurant. We could do a seafood night with this stuff. That would be fun.
Let's go to Fish City Grill. Like I kid you not, I think Bo would let us.
Let us film all that. I'd be up for that. That can be fun.
I think Bo would let us film there. I really do. Okay. I'll ask him. Because I mean, whenever I was trying to get him to pick up Striker, I pulled out the Super Striker. He tasted it. Walked in the back.
You bought Super Striker? Shit's amazing.
He walked in the kitchen, pokes his head back out, and goes, "Oysters." And I haven't had oysters since I was a kid, right? So I don't know. Maybe not. But what I learned working in a restaurant. What I learned working at a nice restaurant was you don't say no to a chef. If a chef asks you, do you like something, you just say yes and just let them present you with something, because you are going to get your mind changed 9 times out of 10.
Yep, and usually it's
like something
really fucking good.
So he brought out oysters, and we brought out 2 oysters, one for him, one for me. And we took the oyster and then backed it with Super Striker.
Oh, but that was amazing.
My God, Matt, that was such a freaking treat.
See, and I have learned a lot. Not with whiskey. You're right. So many things I would have never tried food-wise, I've learned to try, and also partly it's because a lot of times you've had bad of that type of food.
Right.
You haven't had well prepared to that. And once you have it well done, it's like, oh, this shit's really good. Like, a lot of times fish is bad because it's prepared poorly.
Right.
It tastes like crap. But if you get well prepared,
deep fried and it's overcooked, and it's not.
Oh, it's yes.
If your experience with fish is Long John Silver, you're not going to ever like fish.
No, because that's just disgusting.
Right.
It's that creepy white sauce that no one knows what it is. It's revolting. John Long John has to be one of the most disgusting fast food restaurants I've ever been to in my life. I hate that stuff. Ugh. Cannot eat there. It's gross.
Nice. Good to know.
YouTube's freaking out tonight. Oh, wonder what's going on with that. Trinola. Okay. It's Cajun food and Grace. Okay. Interesting. I haven't had a lot of great experience with Cajun food in general, because I haven't been probably to a good Cajun restaurant, so I really can't say. Be willing to try, if it's good, but what I find with a lot of like crab and lobster are not my favorite, or crawdads, things like that. But most I think it's the same thing. It's because it just hasn't been prepared the way I'd like to try it. But when we had Chef Dad here, there was all sorts of fish and shit he brought that I would never eat, and that were fucking amazing. So
there was not a single thing that Chef
is
Dad
fucking awesome. Yeah, and he had a couple different kinds of fish and also kind of meat. It was just like I said, that's still one of the best meals of my entire life. So it doesn't really matter.
I'm right there with you, man.
Speaking of another thing with Highland, so we are going to do a Highland Park. So if you guys are local, we are doing a Highland Park and barbecue night. We're gonna do that with Brian's Barbecue. So we are Highland Park's gonna sponsor that. They're gonna provide all the booze. So we're just gonna wait till it gets cooler, and then we'll set up a night for Highland Park and barbecue. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's amazing.
Yep. So they've already committed to doing that. So it's gonna be fun.
Oh, thank you, Yo Jimbo. I was about to ask what we were drinking. We are up to Warehouse 1. This is our last sip of the evening. We have a bonus. Or Matt sent me a bonus, but I can't imagine trying to finish with something that's not this.
Oh, that Warehouse 1 is fabulous, but you might want to pour a little bit of this very special 2015 Cask Strength.
Okay, it's going in the glass now.
It is, and it comes in at 56.3.
Oh wow!
Which is funny, is some of these ones are actually higher. That is these cartridges.
Right. Some of those were like 52, weren't they?
Yeah. I think like one of them, was like 57, 58, something like that.
What, you need more bacon, Weasel? Come on.
Oh, Talisker Storm is quite tasty. We need to review Talisker Storm. We haven't reviewed that one yet.
Yeah.
course, I say that all the time. We haven't reviewed this. We haven't reviewed that.
Right. We need to review Oban.
That will actually be in this coming queue because we got a very special donation from our buddy Jason Coates. Sent us a sample of the 12 cask strength. So we're going to do probably the 14 and the 12 cask strength within the next few weeks. So I'm very excited about those. If you guys ever have things you request that you want reviewed, just let us know. There's a good chance we have it. Just let us know.
Mooch cats.
So it's always oyster averse, but this May, the ones I had in Ireland and Scotland were so fresh and good it converted me. Want to try them do them on Isla with a Laphroaig and pour it in the shop. That sounds amazing. Oh, 7. You're going to Santa Fe, Richard? Well, good luck. Have a safe trip, and we will see you in 3 weeks. That is a long road trip to Santa Fe from Austin to Santa Fe. Good luck with that. Oh, yes, son. I've tried the sample. It is quite delicious. Absolutely. So glad that Jason sent us a sample of that so we can review it. I'm very excited.
12 cask strength. That sounds lovely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's try this original. Or this, what did you say, 2015?
God, that's good. Pour the rest of it in my blend here. That.
Oh, yeah.
Told you that shit was good.
Oh, yeah.
That's old school Laphroaig from 2015. So
interesting. So it really hasn't changed so much as it's just softened over the years.
Yeah, it's good. I really like it
because it's all the same rich notes. It's just
absolutely
richer. It's just deeper.
Mm-hmm.
I love and hate.
No, Andy,
it's gotten as popular as it is.
Happy to try it. I have some. I wonder if it's the same. I have some raw cask, but I bet yours is different than the raw cask I have.
Right.
I'll happily share some with you next time you come down and you try some other Laphroaig. Ooh, we're talking about Laphroaig Signatory. Ooh, first fill sherry. Oh, best Laphroaig you ever had. Wow, now that's some. Wow, that's pretty awesome. What did we try? Oh, I was at Pete's house this past week. We did an advent calendar from 28. I think it was 2018. Was it Secret Spirits? What the fuck it is? 10-year bottle in the 80s. Ooh, I bet that was good. And it was like a 6 or 7 year Laphroaig independent bottler cask, like 116. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was like this thing was 6 or 7 years old. One of the best. It was truly fabulous.
I love young peated whiskeys, man. Our big
yeah. Well, the problem with Oban is they just don't have the spare capacity to let any bottles go. It's such a small distillery. They only have 2 stills, and they can't get any bigger because they're right there into the freaking cave, basically in the city. There's nowhere to go.
Right. Nice.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, proof down with 30-year Laphroaig. There you go. Good God. Okay, then yes, and then no, Andy, you haven't. I will love to try that, and we'll get you some Blackadder and all that good stuff. That is a 10. It's a 10-year Laphroaig black cask strength. It's also finished in a sherry cask, and it's pretty spectacular. Yeah, we've never done any Blackadders on the show. We've had some on lives. We haven't done any Blackadder reviews.
No,
there's an absurd amount of things we need to review, as you all well know. We have barely scratched the surface of things that need to be reviewed.
Well, there are just so many damn whiskeys, Matt.
Well, there are. I mean, if you'd done this like 6 years ago, you'd probably be getting fairly close to being done with most major distilleries. Now, forget it. It's a never-ending list.
Right, because every single year there's another 10 distilleries that you either find out about or that open. I mean,
yeah.
All right, man. Well, this has been a fun fucking night. I might have to call things a little bit early because I still have a video to edit tonight.
He does, and I have to wait for him to edit it. And when he edits, I'm going to take pictures of all of our lovely liqueur bottles for him. Hey, Juniper Lane, good to see you there. How's it going?
Warehouse 1 is still my favorite of the night.
It's pretty good. You try the original 10 cask strength. Wow, the little red stripe. Oh, what year did that come out? The original 10. I don't know. I haven't never really researched when the original Laphroaig 10 came out, cask strength. That's got to be for something else.
And are you asking us if we want to try it? Because the answer is yes. Or are you telling us that you want to try it? Because I understand that the answer would probably be yes.
The answer is yes, of course. The answer is yes, I think, for all around.
Do we want to try it? Yes. Yes.
Ooh, you had a black at a rum? How was that, Marshall? All of the high fruit were single. Well, okay, jaw dropping. All right, well, that must be pretty amazing. You just do
uncut edited video, randomly choosing bottles and trying them without any notes.
The answer is like, ooh, this is really good. Oh, that sucks ass. There you go.
Seems like
that's probably very true at this point, Yo Jimbo. Because it used to be you could literally go in the store and be like, I have everything the store owns. Like it doesn't work that way anymore.
Well, and that's what I used to tell liquor stores that, like, I've already tried it. It's fine. I'm good. Like I've had it. But now it's like, oh, you have new things? What do you have? Maybe you do. It's possible.
Batch 3, 10. Wow. That's wow. 100 cannons to be never drunk. What? What the? Oh. Wow. That just blows. I understand, though, why someone would sell it. I understand. There's things around here like that are quite old that have never been opened, but they will be drank at some point in time.
That's what I like about you, Matt.
Spectacular old shit sitting around here that's just hidden away, and I'm like, oh, I forgot I owned that bottle. Cool. Oh yeah, hey, we got to try the blend, dude. We got to do the blend.
I'm finishing off making the blend.
Oh,
I poured those last two things into the blend to make the blend. I'm going to start with the wine first. I'm really happy I didn't pour much, but more than a drop of the Malbec in here because it still smells really good.
It still smells really good. That's funny. Let's see what the wine blend. Obviously, there's a lot more in the wine blend than there is in the Scotch blend.
I didn't pour very much of either. I try to be very stingy with my pours.
No, that's true, Dustin. That's true. But, some things are saved from like my kid's wedding and things like that. But then there's other ones that are quite, stupid, ridiculous things I have in there. Now
let's try this back in 2005. Jesus. Yeah, I'd love to try some of that.
Shit, this thing was 10 years. This was wow. It's been 10 years when that one came out. Wow. Man, I used to have some old Laphroaigs, but they have all sadly been drank, but they were beautiful. Yeah, thankfully Andy found me that new, old 18. At least like about 4 years ago, I think we talked about earlier. Yeah. It's got to be open at some point. But there's all sorts of stupid shit that's not open. Mostly it's old Scotch. Mostly what's not open is old Scotch.
Yeah. For good reason.
Yeah, most of them are like 30-year-olds. But then again, there's other 30-year-olds that I just decided to open. Because why not? Like, why not open Glengastyle 30? Because it's delicious.
I don't hate the wine blend. I don't love it.
It's not bad, actually. It's not my favorite. It's not bad.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's rich. It's deep. It actually. If you told me this was a fortified wine type, I'd be like, okay, I believe you.
Holy shit! Laphroaig Loy for $70. That's a great deal. Yeah, I think I got one for $99. I was excited about that. That's awesome. That's a great deal.
It's awesome.
It was a green stripe. Was even older in the 90s. 1 liter bottle for duty free. They only bottled top quality malt for duty free. Wow. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd love to try something like that. I gotta ask Chris what his oldest Laphroaig is, like as far as when it was distilled.
Yeah, right.
And see what that's like. Yeah, I think my oldest distillate I've got is stuff from like the 60s. So, and those are pretty freaking great bottles.
Oh, come on. That's a good blend of whiskeys. It's fractured.
Oh, that's spectacular, though. It just like goes in all these explosive directions.
It does. It's fractured. Mine is, at least. It's jagged and just everywhere, but at the same time, it's deliciously everywhere.
Oh, that's cool, Jennifer. Yeah, he said decided to collect heavily for 12 months for each son after his birth to leave him in the storage. That's really cool. That's a very cool thing to do. Yeah, hopefully when they get to that point in time, that'll be a really cool thing for them to drink.
Yeah, I really love and hate that Scotch has gotten as popular as it is, because what we used to have was distilleries like Old Pulteney that had the Old Pulteney 17 year that was really like 25-year, 30-year stuff that
Yeah,
got used to make the 17-year blend.
right. Which is why it was
But
so
then it
freaking
got
good.
so fucking popular, and
Yeah,
the category itself has grown so damn much that
right.
you can't do things like that anymore.
Oh, yo, Jimbo, I have tried that. It is one of the best alcoholic beverages I've ever tried in my life. And I know a guy who's got 2 bottles, and he cracked one open for us last time at his house. It is fabulous.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I got 2 of them. I'm like, you got 2? How the hell did you get 2? He's like, nobody knew what it was. I just bought them. I'm like, nice.
Amazing. All right, Matt, I'm going to sign off, my friend.
All right, night, Will. Well, I'll give
have
you
a good
guys
night.
10 more minutes, and then I got to go too because I got shit to do.
Fair enough, man.
Well, thanks.
Cheers to
This was
you
a
all.
fun night. Absolutely. And then this
Indeed.
week's videos will be the Kirkland 1792 bottle and bond, and then the actual regular 1792 bottle and bond.
Yeah, about
And
that.
then it will be the Balcones rum. Won't be a liqueur this week, but it'll be our first rum. And of course, in honor of having Marshall on, we decided to do a rum for our liqueur this week, but it'll be fun. Just want to say cheers, everyone. I'm glad to be here. Thanks, Marshall. Appreciate it. Thanks for last week for your amazing knowledge you shared with us. That was awesome.
That's right, man.
Good
Cheers,
time.
everybody. I'll be editing a video for a bit.
All right, so like I said, I got 10 minutes with you guys, and then I'm going to jump off from here. All right, so waiting for all this new malts to blow the market up and prices of new drinkers. Chase it. So you can start to trend, start them. The only found always to sell their younger stuff. I hope so, because I'm not so thrilled about that. But whiskey lock happened again. It's a good question. It's certainly possible. We'll see what happens. It's just one of those things. It's hard because, with whiskey, obviously, you have to gauge how much to lay down many, many years in advance, hoping that the market is still great. I mean, because look at Buffalo Trace and a lot of the bourbon distilleries. They're building these just massive warehouses every month, putting up a new rick house. And you're hoping that, 10, 15 years from now, they're still selling a shit ton of bourbon. Will they be? Probably, but it's still a crapshoot. Of course, now I guess a lot of the people are bitching about the what's it called, the whiskey mold, which apparently is a thing. I don't know if it's a thing in Scotland or not, but it sure as hell is in Kentucky. All that black shit that blows around. It's not dangerous; it won't hurt you or anything. But you'll see it apparently all over the place on the sides of barns and whatnot, and on street signs. It's just this black mesh crap all over things. It looks gross. It is what it is, though. Just think how much bourbon is about to mature in Kentucky. Just think about the Bullet. They own the 5th largest bourbon store, and not one drop has been sold. Wow, that's insane. That really is. So Bullet has never released their own stuff yet, which is insane. Take them to holes and choose your next cartridge finish. A beam sensor holding and choose your next cartridge. Ooh, that would be fun. The beam cartridge. Oh, that is a. Huh. It'd be a really interesting finish. Some of the like a coffee barrel might be kind of fun. Something like a bourbon coffee barrel, something like. I think that'd be an interesting Laphroaig finish to see what that does with it. Like a really heavy deep roast or something like that. I think that'd be really unique. Could be cool. American single malt seems to be gaining traction pretty fast. It's going to be going crazy in the future. I do think that's true. American single malt seems to be getting lots of traction, and they're also about to have a legal category, which is really cool. So that'll be fun. Ooh, this smells like a cigarette now. Crazy. Oh, and that'd be good. Yeah, a Manzanilla cast finish. Oh, I loved that. Oh, Mizunara. Oh, that'd be cool too. It would be interesting to see what those both would taste like. I would try those for sure. There's not a lot of Mizunara cask. I'm trying to think of it. Mizunara cask Scotch. You got Chivas, obviously. I think maybe got some Irish ones that are finishing it that are quite good. But I don't know if I've ever had a peated one finish in it I can think of. Oh, that's not too. Kyo's got a Fino Finish Mezzanark. I think that's Japanese. It's really good, though. Speaking of things, if you guys are local, there's a pick at Mirage right now of it is a Blue Note, but it's a Blue Note junk. I think is it jukebox or junk box, something like that. Ooh, Bamor does a Mizunara finish. Nice, that's gotta be awesome. And it is a Blue Note, but it's not Dickel. It's Buffalo Trace Kosher that's been bottled as a freaking Blue Note. It's $42. And they have a pick of it, and a cask strength's like 121, something like that. So if anybody's local, you should go get one. They're really freaking good. So just if anybody has missed out on the kosher Buffalo Trace, when a kosher cask strength Buffalo Trace, go get that. It's awesome. Bardstown's bourbon is coming to market. Boone's County stuff is starting to come to market. Just crazy how much bourbon is rushing to market. The question is, will it be any good? I don't know the answer. Yeah, now the Doers is really good. They're Mizunara blend. But yeah, single malt, I guess you said the more, but I haven't tried. Glenelg has a 16-year Mizunara. Oh, okay. I have not tried any of those. Just the two blends. Well, that's true. That would be interesting to see. I'd like to see something like that. A Mizunara could be cool. Certainly. Yeah, absolutely. All right, night, James. Good to see you in here. It's been a fun evening, certainly. We've got about 6 minutes left here. Yes, wine blend's actually fairly good. Shockingly enough. But yeah, looking forward to all the fun things coming down the pipe. Just on level 3 here in a month, so that'll be fun. Go drink a bunch of really good scotch in the vault, which is the good solid reason to actually go take the course. Just to go drink in the vault. It's a good reason. Get my $2,000 worth of whiskey that night. It's a solid choice. Well, that's true. As long as we have enough bourbon making, it's harder for the big boys to sell their cheap and mid-range swill. That's true. There's a lot of that shit in the market. No doubt about that. We have several large individual bottlers bringing whiskey and rum from all over the world, ramping up more units. Blackadder, Rum Runner, and Holmes K are bringing us some monsters. Oh, that's good to know. What I've noticed about Bardstown, though, is a lot of it is sitting. It used to sell out really quick. It's not anymore. It's just sitting on the shelf here. And I don't know if that's the case for you guys, but here, you can pretty much get whatever the hell you want. It's just sitting there. Nobody's buying it because there's too many damn releases. I think people just got tired of looking for it and said, fuck it. But who knows? Well, that's the problem MGP has right now is they're running out of old whiskey, and that's their problem. Blue Note is basically a non-distiller producer out of Memphis, Tennessee. Usually it's Dickel, but they have some special release this time. They got a hold of some old Buffalo Trace kosher, and they bottled it, and it's really freaking good. Bardstown wants to be the new MGP with their distillate. Pass. I'm good on that. I don't really need any more mass-produced whiskeys. I'm good with whatever we got is fine. Yeah, okay, so none of the new Bardstown releases are getting you typed now. No, and I think there's a reason for that, because I tried Ferdinand. I was not impressed with Ferdinand at all. And so, I have not seen the release notes for Remus 6. That I definitely want. I love Remus. Interesting. Once they started to use Dickel, people ran. Well, there's your problem. I mean, Dickel can make a good product, but it's not what I want in my whiskey. It's just not. I mean, there's clearly a market for Dickel. They sell a ton of whiskey, but it's just not for me. Yeah, Ferdinand sucked. Okay, good. You agreed with me. I'm glad to hear that because I really didn't like it at all, especially for $130? It was not good. Remus 6 is young? Really? Oh, that's too bad. Well, it's been a long day. I worked, 10 hours today? Yeah. It's the way it goes sometimes. 8-year MGP. Man, that's... Yeah. And it's 2% 2008. Oh, wow. 2%. Ooh, I'm sure that's going to really make a huge difference. But whatever. I guess it is what it is. That's just the way it goes at times. But yes. And I'm trying to think what else was cool that's coming out that I've seen recently, reading about. Not a ton has been really super exciting Just like, oh, I gotta get that, gotta get that. There is some stuff I've seen on the shelf, but I haven't tried it. You didn't try any of that Warfield? I think it's Warfield, something like that, comes out of Idaho. Has anybody tried that at all? It's a single malt. That sounds pretty interesting, but I don't know if it's any good or not, though. Oh, well, that is a problem, Dustin. Yeah, if they were 10 and some were 12, that's a good point. 2% 2008, 20% rye, 17% 2012, 13% rye, 27% 2012 bourbon, 21% rye, 20% 20 bourbon, like 20% 2014. Okay, so yeah, so you have 25% of it's 8-year bourbon. Interesting. I guess we'll see. Is that a Weston single cask bottle art? There is some right here. It's our pick. I mean, it's that beautiful cream of the crop with a screw top. 8-year, Westland, which is delicious. I don't know if there's any of this still available or not. It's probably gone by now, but it's quite good. I like that one a lot. Yes, Idaho single malt. Yeah. 54% of it's 8-year. Oh, did I read that wrong? Oh, okay. I don't know. Interesting. I guess it is what it is. I guess I'm sure we'll try it at some point in time. We'll see how it goes. And if it's not as good, well, then I guess that'll be into that sales. So we'll see. I don't know. That's what I read about. So has everybody seen that Midwinter's Dram this year is a white port instead of what the regular was usually? I think it's a tawny. It's like, so that should be a very interesting change. Good or bad, I don't know. We also don't know, is this going to be the last release of it, since they're saying it's going to be their encore release. Now, granted, it's their 10th anniversary. I don't know, obviously, it's either in by or their last, or it's just because it's 10th year anniversary. Who knows? We shall see. You're right, they don't, Andy. Well, the computer does it for me. It's a good thing. Thank God for computers. Night, Marshall. We will see you soon. Because we'll see you in about 3 weeks down there at the Bastards Ball. Good times. All right. Well, it's now 11 o'clock, and it's been a great, fun evening. We'll see you guys all next week, but I'm tired, and that's probably pretty obvious. So I will see you guys all next week. So cheers, everybody. See you guys next week. Cheers.